I am live. Well, welcome to the live feed. This is Patrick Vick. Simon's TechWise. That was my cat's name. I'm going to show you guys a video right now. And I don't even really want to watch it again. It makes me sick. But I'm going to take one for the team and watch it again. Let me see if I can share my screen. YouTube. There it is. There we are. See it? So, it's convenient as there's a blank space there. Everybody, let me show you this. I assume the audio is going to record. If it doesn't, we'll figure it out. I just watched it. Oh. There he is. The Young Turks, huh? I want y'all to see somebody. Let's see.
We need to ban books that have pornographic imagery in them, right?
Young Turks. This comedian.
Every day, the Young Turks delivers 2 hours of solid, fact-based, timely news and progressive commentary on all the day's most important stories. We keep our viewers informed while also providing perspective and insight on the news we cover, so you understand not only what's happening, but also what's happening behind the scenes, the stories behind the story.
We need to ban books that have pornographic imagery in them, right?
Yes.
Because somebody was telling us about a book that had like two daughters getting their dad drunk and having sex with them.
Yeah, I knew you're going that way. I knew you're doing that. Yeah, it's a good point.
This is one of my favorite videos that's making its way around the internet right now. What you just witnessed was
let me see if I can find what I want. I like that this is his name. Wonder why it's not showing me the right cursor style. I'm just trying to find the one I just watched. And that's the one that we were just about to see. I really don't think I can handle it. It's very miserable. It's the Young Turks. TYT. It's possible this one's it. Oh, you can scan to the end. No, well, that's a great way to do it. This website's Google's YouTube has really gotten good, hasn't it, you guys? It's also addictive as hell, isn't it? No, I want to see the one. I want to go to the Young Turks. And then I want to see videos. And I want to see popular. Ah. That's the guy. I swear, man, I can't find it now. It was good comedian. It's not that one. That could lead us to it, though. If I click on it, it might show us others.
And Donald Trump loves this country. He's done more for you.
Because that's what the media she's been consuming and the politicians she supports have told her to believe.
I would venture to say just the ones I've spoken to, and I have, they have no clue. They deny that transgender things are going on. They deny it all. You know, my biggest fear right now is nothing is in place, or I don't know if anything's in place to not have the.
Ugh, I can't stand it. What I was going to share with you guys was a fellow who was well versed in Christianity, obviously a practicing Christian, principalities, palaces, and blah blah blah. You know the guy who really wants to have that spiritual pride. As you know, you've been warned against if you're a true Christian, and he goes on to just exacerbate. I don't know, that's probably not a good word, exacerbate, but his argument was filled with hate and fear, and it was just, and he sounded righteous because he knew his Bible. And intolerance, hate, fear, and intolerance. And I wrote it down as soon as I thought of those three adjectives. Hate, fear, and intolerance. That is not the Christianity that Christ taught. And how this whole group of Republicans who identify that way and think that way and vote that way have corrupted the incredible religion of Christianity, the true religion of Christianity. And they've done to a lot of people through the pro-life lie that they perpetrated. And what I mean by that, well, we'll go into that next issue, right? But as a man of faith, it disgusts me to see people in right-wing propaganda, what do you call it? The disillusion of reality that they live in. Anyway, I'm sorry. I get frustrated, and I guess I should just stop and smell the roses. Can't find the video I wanted y'all to see of this horrible person. Only for the best, anyway. I just watched it, and that's why I flipped over to you guys. Anyway, so to pervert Christianity into something of hate and fear and into something and intolerance, as the Republican Party has done, is a singular evil. Gemini. So. Wow, you guys, did you just see what I did? Are we still live 11 minutes in? No, nobody enjoying this with me? Wow. So first, big fail on Bing here. Is it Bing? Whoever I first asked over here failed. I think it was Gemini. I think that's the new Bing. And then all of a sudden I go to Copilot and I cut and paste it over from the failed Bing that told, not Bing, Gemini, Google's product, Google's AI product. And it said, sorry, can't help you with that. Wish we could. And I just did a cut and paste over here to the built-in Copilot. And that's what I got, dude. That's fucking amazing. I'm going to add it to the chat. Well, no, it's too big for the chat. I'll post it, though, on this page later. That's amazing, dude. To communicate your idea effectively, it's important to convey your message with clarity and empathy while ensuring it is grounded in a well-reasoned argument. Here's a refined version of your statement. Transforming the principles of Christianity into instruments of hate, fear, and intolerance is a profound misrepresentation of its teachings. It is concerning that such a distortion has been observed within certain factions of the Republican Party, representing a significant departure from the core values of compassion and understanding that are central to the faith. This revised statement aims to express the idea in a way that is clear, avoids generalizations, and focuses on the specific issue at hand. It's exactly what I was aiming for. It's also important to engage in dialogue, it's also important to engage in dialogue that invites reflection and discussion, which is what I wanted to tell it to do, rather than confrontation, which it knew to do. For more tips on effective communication, consider exploring resources that discuss the nuances of conveying complex ideas with simplicity and impact. Well, that's amazing, isn't it, you guys? Wow, that's a well-written sentence. I would go to Facebook and publish it, but my audience was small there anyway. Half a dozen people. I don't know, maybe more. Future dial. Darren. Robotron. What happened? Oh, am I blocking my screen? Oh, I need to share this tab. That's interesting. I'm not sure it's working. Sorry, you guys, I get distracted, but I'm hoping to edit this feed up and then deal with it. Wonder if you can pause the live feed, stop sharing, share, edit, and stream. It's interesting. I don't really want to do this, but you guys see this? I'm about to have an interview for a job at this company. I hope I can show up and do well. Looks like a lot of work. Gosh, it's cool though. Look at all that. That's a cool company to work for, you guys. Huh. Let me go look at my job description. Future dial. You know what's interesting is Future Dial's based out of Sunnyvale, California. And in the movie War Games, the computer he's trying to hack into to play his video games, when he inadvertently hacks into the government computers, he thought he was hacking a company based out of Sunnyvale, California. And so he calls them, asks for all the prefixes in Sunnyvale, California, and then he loads a war dialer up on his computer, and he has his modem over an old-fashioned phone line dial 10-digit numbers with using that area code. The prefix is given to him by the operator, and just starts going through them. 001, 2, 3, 4, and just goes through it until he's dialed them all, you know. And if you don't detect a carrier, it times out, hang up. Most people hang up. They think they don't even know what it is until they realize, you know, or they thought it was fax machines, maybe, if they've ever heard the tone. And at the end, if you ever did detect a carrier, you would flag it. So I wrote one of these in a VIC-20 computer and then again on a Commodore 64 back in the early 80s. And my first one would just spit it out to the printer, and it would go bzz, every now and then it would just bzz, and it would print out the phone number of something that detected a carrier, which could have just been another fax machine it negotiated on and found. I'm sure I hit a bunch of those. But every now and then I'd hit some interesting computer, and some of them were just open. The encryptions were, I mean, nothing was out there was protected in any significant way back then. I remember I have a lot of stories about hacking computers back in the day. Potential opportunity. Oh, my stomach's hurting. Field application engineer, you guys. Second shift, 4 p.m. to midnight. Yeah, that sounds good. Ooh, I hope this works out. How much money should I ask for? Sondage Solutions, I gave him the wrong one. Darren Madonic, Director of Customer Success. Who's the customer? Currently hiring in Indianapolis, just south in Whiteland. Received your resume as a potential candidate. Interested in learning more about Future Dial. Field application engineer. Technical support to our customers and an on-call, on-site resource for one of our customers working second shift as an on-call, on-site resource for one of our customers working second shift, 4 p.m. to midnight. Our company builds software and robotics for the functional testing, cosmetic grading, and data clear of used mobile phones and tablets. Our customers use our software and robotics to automate their warehouse processing so they can prepare the cell phones for resale. Please reach back out to me if you're interested, and we can have a chat about the position. Darren. Yeah, this guy's great. Okay, this guy's great. Thank you, Darren. Okay, you guys. Well, I already gave you his name. Let me show you the rest of it. Sure. So that's pretty fucking cool to me. And I hope that this leads to a good job. I will be interviewing at what time? 3:30 Eastern time today. In just a few hours, hour or two, and less than 2 hours I'll be interviewing. And hopefully I'll do okay. I'd ask everybody to pray for me, but I've got 0 people watching. I wonder if they actually start to promote these at some point to where when I'm shooting my live videos, they show up and other people can tune in. You know what I mean? And actually, I say that because the reason this is being recorded this way is it's the simplest, fastest, cleanest way I can do it. And I'm going to have to, it's a testing kind of thing too. Like the audio. I don't know if we caught any of that when we were in the videos and stuff. I'm not sure it's going to translate well. Maybe it will. But I'll have to figure it out and make changes and stuff. And so I figure I'll edit this up. So this is just good enough for me to, I just like the tool, how it records my video, lets me talk to you. I have a dedicated mic right in front of me. Actually, I don't think that thing's plugged in. Well, maybe it is. I think maybe it is. Okay, I gotta get something to eat, you guys. I'm gonna end the stream.